Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Jingle All the Way is based on the movie Jingle All the Way, but don't expect Arnold Schwarzenegger in this movie because he is not here. Instead, they use like comic drawings, which I think work wonderfully in this. And even my kids commented on, wow, look at this artwork, it's really neat. And the Big Show's in it. So if you like WWE, the Big Show is in this game. Otherwise, it's like this, the toys are face down, and you can use some of the cards to peek at them, and you might have some information and what you're going to be able to pay. You can kind of deduce a little bit what might something be, because you already looked at these, so it has to be one of those kind of thing, and you're trying to get the best thing. A little bit of takes that, you can swap things out of people's carts and kind of screw up their plans by moving things around. You're going to have an aspect of hand management, playing a card for the power, or do you want to play it for the number? Because sometimes the lower numbers are going to have the better power than the higher numbers. That's going to be playing into it. And so only 2 people each round are going to get a toy. So you need to make sure that you're able to kind of gain that advantage against toys. So if you're going first, it's more of a gamble. If you're going last, you kind of know everything else that's been played. It's a fun little game. It does bring in the IP and the theme of Jingle All the Way, how you're having this mad crash for the toys, and you want to get the right toys that are worth points, and as you're going through. And I think that works well for this. I think families are going to have a really good time for this, especially if you like the movie. Maybe you can watch the movie and play the game, or play the game and then watch the movie. I think that'd be a really fun night for families, and that's what we did. Absolute keeper for us. This is Jingle All the Way. It's Turbo Time, the card game. It's straight from the movie Jingle All the Way. This is the Funko line. This one plays 2 to 4 players, recommended 7 and up. You're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. You're going to get a nice little turbo miniature. Isn't he fantastic? Okay. You're going to get these little tiles, which is nice for a small table. They're going to have different like toys on them. And the same side, they're going to be like almost like a deck where they all have the same thing on them as you're going through. These are actually pretty nice. They're thick enough for what you're going to be doing in this game. Then you're going to get a set of cards. You see the insert's actually pretty nice. Everything kind of fits in there. You're going to get 4 reference ones. We'll tell you how to score and how to play the game. And a bunch of cards, like present cards that you'll have. They do use, they don't use stills. So they use like hand-drawn new artwork, I assume, from the movie. You can see here, each one has a number and possibly a power on it and a scene from the movie. These are actually really cool. I like these cards quite a bit, and my kids really, they don't remember this movie so much, although we've seen it before. It's not like a holiday staple for us, but they did really like the comic book artwork. They like that quite a bit, so good job there. Here is the rule book for Jingle All the Way. It's a pretty easy game. Just kind of set it up. There's no picture of setup, but there's a pretty good list here of what to do, how to play, and the card powers. Now this one was a little harder for my kids to wrap their mind around, but we had a really good time. And after like a round of it, everybody was going. Scoring is a little wonky in this, I think, but once you have this out and people kind of can read it and understand what's going on, piece of cake, they won't have any problems. So everybody's going to start out with a booster. And you'll set up a 3x4 here with the rest of the toys. This is randomized. Nobody knows what's down. Everybody will get 5 cards, and you're ready to play. Each round, you're going to pick a card face down to play. Whoever has the little Turbo Man toy will be the first player, and you will play a card down. When you play it, you're able to do what it says. So let me go over what somebody's powers say. Shuffle all the toys in your cart face down. The cart are the toys in front of you. And then shuffle them up. Flip all the toys in your cart face down. Peek at any 3 toys. I could look at your toy. I can look at toys in the middle and just kind of peek at them and kind of know where things are at. So when I select a toy, we'll know where there's at. So each round, everybody's going to play a card and be able to do the power that's on it. Once they utilize the power, whoever has the highest number, in this case 33, they can pick a toy, look at it privately, and then put it in their cart over here. And then whoever's the second most will grab a toy too. Maybe they've been able to peek at something. They can look at it privately and put it in their cart also. Then whoever is last will be able to discard as many cards from their hand. So let's say you have some cards you don't like or some low ones, you don't like what they do. Maybe I'll discard 2. Then everybody will draw. I have 2 cards in my hand. I will draw 3 to have 5. So everybody will end the round with 5 cards in their hand. These will be all discarded and the game will continue. When all of these are gone and there are no more toys in the middle, the game will end and you'll add up what your points are. Whoever has the most points is the winner. Now, if you look at this handy dandy sheet here, you have an off-brand, a Turbo Man. He is minus 5 points. But if you get Turbo Man, it's 10. The lottery ball is 8. The gift certificate is 5. Then the mentors will score for how many demons you have. The demons will score based on how many demons you have, and then the boosters score more points based on how many of those have. The only downside of that is the booster right here just says +2. It doesn't give you this, so you do need to reference this. This will trump whatever's on the cards for sure. The turbo guy will move around to whoever's in last place. That's what he's going to show, and whoever is last each round will be the first player next time. It's a little bit of an advantage to going last, I think, each round. So being first, other than discarding the cards, is a disadvantage to be able to go first. That's how you play. Most points is the winner. Who should buy this game? Anybody who likes Jingle All the Way. No brainer. I think it really feels like the game. And then you have this little like hidden information game where you're trying to collect things, but you don't know exactly what everything is. Maybe you know what some things is. And you can use that to deduct what other things are. It's a really neat aspect. And you have the whole management thing where you're playing cards. And do you want to play the high card? Do you want to play something more powerful that maybe not be as high and kind of press your luck where they're going to get what you want to? Or do you just play the highest card possible? You know, if you're going last in turn order, you have more information about what's out. I think all that is really neat. Jingle All the Way is a very neat Christmas-themed game. These are not mass market-esque games without a game involved. There are decisions, and the game really works. I think in that aspect, it's going to be right for your family. Definite keeper for us.